A large crowd made up of Lahey personnel and supporters, local government officials, Burlington first responders, and even Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker gathered at Lahey Hospital and Medical Center on Thursday morning to celebrate the ribbon cutting of the hospital's new state-of-the-art emergency center. The project has been a long time in the works, and now that it's ready to open later this month, those who helped make it a reality were excited to show it off.
Well, it's been a long time coming, and we've really looked forward to moving into our new world-class facility. We started the design process about 5 years ago. We went around the country, looked at best designs available in emergency departments, and tried to incorporate everything we learned in those tours. And we also listened to the patients. We had patients on our design team. We also had our EMS first responder teams giving us input on what they needed. And the staff as well was able to have input into our design.
Dr. Creighton said it became clear a new facility was needed after patient volumes kept increasing.
Well, I think as our volume continued to grow, as our trauma volume continued to grow, and as Lahey expanded its network throughout, we became more of a resource through the network with patients being transferred here. That really put the pressure on us to create a larger and more efficient facility.
The new emergency facility offers patients something very important for people going through a difficult time in their lives: greater dignity.
Well, not only is it bigger and cleaner and nicer, the spaces are more private, and I think that's a very important element in emergency departments, is that the patients are able to receive care in a dignified way. And in our current emergency department, everybody's on top of each other. There's no privacy, no dignity, and that's one of the first things we looked at, is making sure that we have private treatment spaces for all the patients.
The facility also has more equipment than the old one, giving doctors and staff an opportunity to treat patients in a more timely manner.
Well, we have imaging, in other words, X-ray, right in the department now. We have 2 CAT scanners and 2 plain X-ray rooms, and we also are going to have radiologists working with us in the emergency department. That's one of the major advances that we made in the emergency department.
Dr. Creighton said many people contributed to make the project come together, including input from many members of the hospital staff. There were also a great number of donations, enough that the majority of the project was funded through philanthropy. They also worked with local first responders to help design the facility so it worked at peak performance for everyone involved in emergency response.
Working through our EMS coordination team and our local paramedics, we got input on design relative to the arrival spaces, and we actually had ambulances come out and try the turnarounds and help us reconfigure things at the ambulance entrance and the way that they bring patients in.
Finally, Governor Baker said he thought the new emergency center would be a great comfort to patients and their families.
Is how much this will mean, not just to the people who come in the front door, who obviously, as you point out, are in the midst of some sort of horrible day or continuing reoccurrence with respect to some illness that they've been dealing with, but for the family members and the friends who are usually part of that experience. They will be able to feel comfortable and confident that they are bringing their family member, their friend, their neighbor to a place where they believe they will receive the absolute very best that we have here in the Commonwealth to offer them. I'm here because I think Lahey is a jewel and a treasure, not just to the Commonwealth of Mass and to the people who live and who are served by it, but to the country and to the healthcare world generally. You should all be enormously proud of what you've done, but you should also recognize that a big part of what made today possible is the legacy and the history of those who are here and came before you. And I look forward to a positive, terrific, spectacular, and continued excellent future for the folks here at Lahey and the people who are served by it. Congratulations.
At Lahey Hospital's new emergency room, I'm B News Director Rich Hosford.